Here we go. It is the last part of this test. We're now at our 4, 5, and 6 iron. I'm not great with these clubs. Definitely not gonna lie. Kind of stink at them, but we're gonna do our best here. The divot board is set up. We've got our alignment sticks to keep us as straight as possible. SkyTrak is connected. We've got our green at 190 yards since we're starting with a 4 iron, and then we will go back from there. So 4, 5, and then finish with the 6 iron on this test. Same as always, keep it all consistent. 5 shots per club, just to really see the divot board is matching on the SkyTrak, if it's picking everything up together. And then at the end, we will wrap up our opinion on a full week of testing with the divot board. Decent little shot on it. In the second shot, again, we're behind here a good, 4 or 5 inches. Little of an outside shot, outside in. Must have flipped the head around on this one because it had a little bit of a draw on it. Best shot I've hit so far. This is the first time I've seen this. So my impact on the divot board right here, right on the 5 iron, it looks like I hit it actually quite square. Kind of hard to tell, not really sure, but that shot was straight down the line for the most part. Good distance. A little bit of a shorter divot. I probably should have continued my club face longer, but that was actually a decent shot with the 4 iron. I had good speed on it. I felt like I connected it well, but divot board doesn't lie. Look how I got at least a 50 degree, 45 to 50 degree angle on there. Pushed it to the right. You saw on that shot, went straight to the right. Wasn't a good flight, but I'm not terribly upset with it. Expectations are that I'm gonna miss, more than I actually did on this one. That same push to the right. I think we're getting used to at this point of the video that everything's gonna go to the right, even if we've been doing it for 4 days. That's where the shot shape is. So, outside in, decent strike. Really loving this thing. One, how quick the feedback is to seeing where you hit your shot. I mean, before I even look at the SkyTrak, I can see, I have an idea where the ball flight's gonna go. So I had the feels with my hands, feels with experience on hitting balls, obviously in the SkyTrak for well over a year. But the feedback on here has been fantastic. Second thing that I need to talk about again are these little grips, these little cleats, these teeth marks right here. This thing is staying really in a great spot on the mat. It's not moving all over the place. It's not flying up in the air. We're a really big fan of that, but we'll go over all that in the wrap up. I got away with one on this one. You can see how thin I hit that shot. Hit it, right even with the ball. I didn't hit it fat at all. Stayed right on the target line, so at least I got lucky and I hit it square. But I knew it wasn't a good shot. SkyTrak luckily showed me it turned out okay. Super thin. Did not even take a divot. Completely picked the ball. And you can see on this one, it is low. It is flying right to the right. Picked it. Nothing. Not even a little nothing there. Really bad contact, really bad shot. Stats don't lie. Decent contact, really far behind the ball again. You can really see on my divot pattern, my club face came out in, way out this way. Distance was right on the mark there. Felt a good strike that time. I hit just behind the ball here a little bit. It was a good strike, but club face just needs to get more squared impact. We're playing that cut, I need to compensate a little bit. I think I'll do that on the last shot here to see kind of how it results, but there you go. Played the cut. Come back, do it for me one time. What a way to close out the video on the divot board. That might have gone in. That might have been a hole-in-one. We don't know. SkyTrak doesn't do that. But we played for the cut at the end. Last shot. Why not play for it? Hit the ball fat. So it was on a tee, we would have been fine. But we actually struck for the first time, I think, in this entire video, inside the yellow. Both lines are guided through the ball. Actually struck inside of it, a little bit fat. Played for the cut, came right through the ball. Nice long divot, and we had ourselves a hell of a shot. Let's talk final impressions on our 1 week of testing the divot board. So right out of the box, or bag that it came in, I should say, already assembled. I mean, there was nothing I needed to do. There was no adhesion that I had to put onto the divot board. It came in good shape. I mean, it is a thick, solid design. It's about 1 inch thick or so. It's about as high as my mats are. So one thing that I would like to do, you don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it, is instead of having to rely on the sticky teeth here that I talked about earlier in the video that I'll mention again in a second, I think I'm going to cut out the old part of my mat where all my impacts were in the past, and I'm going to drop this right down in there so it's a nice level surface, because I am a big fan of this product right now. The teeth, as I just mentioned a second ago, these cleat marks, they are rubber. They are not coming off. They are part of the mold. They're not going anywhere. If you were to use this outside on the range, on the grass area, say you want to hit off the grass, but maybe the grass is just completely chunked, and you can have it connected to your bag with this clip right here if you wanted to. We've all been to the range before where it's just terrible divots. People don't know how to hit balls in a line. You really don't have a good surface to hit off of. This right here is going to give you that feedback, and it's easy to pick up and take with you. Put it in your bag, throw it in your car, easy right there. The scales or the sequins, however you want to call it, they're showing some wear. You can see, over the course of the week, you can see where the impacts are coming from. Obviously way back here, not as bad because I haven't hit anything that fat, luckily, but right over here where I tend to hit it the most, it is scaling up a little bit. And then when you get down towards the bottom here where your divot's continuing, it's not as bad because, the divots are going to be pushed up from the row in front of it. You're not getting that, hard impact from any of the wedges or anything like that. Ease of use, super easy. I mean, it doesn't get any easier to figure out. You have to just swipe it like that. You keep the metal clip to the back. You see how the way the sequins work. It's not hard. The feedback on this thing is incredible. You know exactly what your shot is going to do before you even look at a simulator or look up to see where the ball is going. You can see your ball flight on here. I am not a coach, teacher, nowhere near qualified for that. I'm just a normal home golfer, as you can see in my home golf lab. I mean, I've got my kid's bike over there in the corner out of the way. It doesn't get more real than this, right? It works. It's a solid product. I'm a big fan of it. The link is down below if you want to go to the website here for Divot Board to try it out for yourself. I think they're about $160 or so for this product, which at first when I saw it, I thought that's a bit steep. After using it for the week and seeing the feedback you're going to get from this thing, seeing the durability that it's not cracking, it's not breaking. It's well made. It's a good product. For the replacement pads, this is supposed to last between 1,000 to 3,000 shots based off of an 80-mile-an-hour swing. If you take huge, nasty divots, maybe it'll be a little bit less. If you're more of a picker, as you saw a couple of the shots in this video, I picked it more than of a divot. It'll probably get closer to that 3,000 threshold for you. I believe the replacement pads themselves are right around $60 or so. If you do the math, though, if you're hitting, between 1,000 to 3,000 shots, I don't know what it works out to per shot, but it's pretty darn cheap, like a penny. I don't know. I'm not a math guy. I have a GPS watch. It does it for me. So that's it. That is my review on the Divot Board in association with the SkyTrak. So if you guys have a SkyTrak and you're looking to get more feedback on your shots, definitely look into the Divot Board. It'll be worth your money. It'll be worth your time. It's a good product. Big fan. Speaking of fan, if you guys liked this video, if this helped you out and you learned a little bit of something with the Divot Board and how it works, go ahead and hit the subscribe train right now. I appreciate it. It helps grow this channel. Give me a like. It does help kind of bolster up the views when people are looking for a Divot Board for themselves. I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, guys, keep grinding.